I was talking with a couple of friends and they were saying, my office is asking me to develop a marketing plan for this year. And they're like, oh, what do I do? And so this section here is an overview of how you get started with a marketing plan. Now, the fact is that you're going to have a marketing plan for, you're going to take your pillars and you're going to have a plan for each pillar. You need to have a marketing plan. You need to have a people, customer and employee plan. You need to have a financial plan. And lastly, you need to have an operations plan. So this is just one of the 4 that you will need to do. A lot of this strategic planning has already done it, but this is a little more of the nitty-gritty. So here we are, tips for developing a marketing plan. And you can see on the left here that there is a grid, and that shows you the types of marketing and examples of SMART goals. Yours are going to be different, but that's just to help you get started. So the first thing you want to do in your marketing plan is look at your messaging and your call to action. Is it compelling? Has it gotten customers in the past? Is it clear? Does it work to bring in business, and in what environments does that happen? The next is you want to schedule key marketing opportunities throughout the year. So marketing, some of the most successful marketers are just having fun. And the more you can connect with people, the more you can get them to know, like, and trust you, the more business they're going to be willing to transact with you. I had a friend many years ago, and he was doing sales, and one of the things he used to do with his group, with his friends, is go out and go fishing. Now, isn't that fun? So think about some of the things that you enjoy on a regular basis. They could be going to networking groups, and I suggest at least one that happens every other week or every week. You go to one networking group. You might want to do one-on-ones. Now, a one-on-one is where you get together with one other person. You might have a cup of coffee or something like that, go and tour their offices, something like that. So you get to know them on a personal basis. You want to make sure that you find out about them, what their needs are, what their ideal client is. The reason you want to do that is that if you don't give referrals to them, it's unlikely that they will give referrals to you. So there's a give and take with all relationships. Again, that's the know, like, and trust that is going to be important with your marketing plan. You want to take a look at your social media. Are you posting regularly? Is that an effective way for you to get business? You want to make sure to review your websites, your brochures. Take a look at your Google reviews. In these days, if you don't have the keywords for your ideal customers, they're not going to find your website. So that's really important. Think about content. When you think about content, you want it to be relevant to what's happening. You want it to be short so that people can read it within 2 to 3 minutes. And you want it to be informative. You can't just sell people these days. You need to give them information that they can use or makes them feel good. Those are really important. Volunteering. Do you have a charity that you enjoy volunteering for? Or if you're looking look for one where you may find your ideal customers. The volunteering is a great way to indirectly network. They see who you are. They see that you're giving back to the community. It's a really great way to do it. I work with Above the Clouds. We fly sick and disadvantaged in small aircraft. I have a little boy who's been in DCF custody, and about 2 months ago, he got in an airplane. This was a kid that was afraid to go over a bridge, and he got in an airplane, sat right next to the JetBlue pilot in one of these small aircraft, and he flew himself down to circle around his home and his school, and then flew the plane back. He did a great job, and the sense of satisfaction was just amazing. So those kinds of things can feed you in terms of enjoying seeing how you're helping others, and it's also a great opportunity for doing some networking. There's always the cold calls and the warm calls. Get in the habit of doing a couple of cold calls every day or warm calls. Once you get used to it, once you get over the, I don't like it, it can be a great way of meeting new people. And then reach out to existing clients. I can't tell you how many times I've called a client that I haven't seen in 6 months, and I just called to say, how are you doing? What's going on? And they say, oh, I was thinking about you. I'd like to set up a session. So I'm a business coach, so that's what I do. So don't underestimate the power of your existing customers, even if they're not current. If they were dissatisfied with the service that they gave you, find out why. That's always good information as you build your company. And lastly, so those are the things that you want to do when those are types of marketing things that you can do. The next is you want to identify benchmarks based on the conversions of customers from the previous year. So, and there may be other things. How many networking groups did you do? How many one-on-ones did you do? You know, how much revenue, what was the revenue increase? All of those types of concrete, measurable benchmarks is what you want in your plan in the get-go, because that's how you're going to measure your success. Another benchmark might be how many followers do you have on social media? And from there, now you have a good idea of how to create your one-year goals. And many of the sessions that we've done before can be applied to just the marketing department. So go back if you haven't listened to them, or listen to them again. Do the homework for a marketing plan, and you'll have a really super plan, and you'll have something that's achievable and timely and basically a smart goal. So do the homework, go and make a marketing plan. Even if it's only spotty, make it this year, it'll be better next year. Marcy Venezia, GleeWorks Holistic Coaching.